Happy first day of fall. I've really been wanting to clean, purge, and refresh my space for a long time, and I finally got around to doing so. It was a really important thing for me to do during these really weird and anxious times. I really wanted to make sure my place was a haven and that everything was really grounded and that I could just find some comfort at home. So this video was shot over around a 2-week window. So you'll see me looking different in different clips, different outfits, different hairstyles. It's probably a little confusing, but I tried to weave the story of this refresh as clear as possible. I love the final product, but this is just part 1. I'm just showing you little corners and moments here and there, so you'll see the before and after of what I'm working on, but the next video is the full apartment tour. So this is kind of a longer one, so without further ado, let's get into it. Hello and good morning. I am so excited to get started today with a whole long list of things I have to do. I've been going through my place all week and sort of disposing of things, taking inventory, making lists of tasks I have to get done, and that's what I'm gonna get started with today. One of the things on this list is this etagere bookcase right behind me. This is it in its before iteration, and I have a ton to do, so I'm just gonna dive in. I look like that meme. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this bar cart here because it's a hot mess and it needs some love. So I need to purge, organize, fix those cords. Otherwise, the rest of the dining nook looks pretty all right. It's just this corner here that's creating like a ton of like distraction and anxiety for me. We have not cleaned the kitchen yet, so don't judge me. And as I was just doing that bar cart, I started thinking about how tight my kitchen is and how I have so little real estate. So I'm gonna kind of rework the way I operate and make a tea station out there. So I'm gonna organize these teas in that empty Teavana tea box I have now and use that as kind of a tea station. Here's my tiny bathroom, and there are plenty of things to scrub and put away in here. Like, put away your stuff, MJ. Like, there's a reason that that knife is in here, but I never put things back or away. I need to put some storage up here to hold some things on top of the toilet. So it's a slick porcelain surface that is curved in all directions, so things often go sliding off of here, and I don't really just want them out. So I'm gonna use one of these command hooks to actually clip the basket to the wall so that it stays and I have a little bit of like slightly concealed storage. And that's it in my tiny little bathroom. Definitely nothing revolutionary, but a good place to give a little clean. Now I'm in my bedroom, and I don't have a ton to do in here by way of neatening up, so I'm just gonna put some things away, reorganize a little bit. I'm redoing my dresser in another task for this video, which will come a little later, so right now I'm just straightening up. One of my main projects for the day is this bookcase. Some shelves work, some are just kind of problem children. Like the top shelf, I'm gonna reorganize that hat box and get rid of this plant. Y'all, this plant, like, it's aged like a real plant. Like, how's the fake water dirty? How are the fake petals dying? I'm ready to part with this piece. This right here is my problem shelf, and it's because it's very utilitarian. First of all, I have things sitting there that I never use, and then I also put everything that I reach for daily, weekly, monthly, every so often, all on this shelf. So clearly I need a catch-all space by the door, which makes sense. And then the lower shelves are books, which is exactly what I want them to be, but they just need a little bit of tightening up. I guess let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Okay, so I already cleaned out the vacuum that was in this corner, and right now I have these yoga mats that I need to store somewhere else. One thing I got that I'm super excited about is this LED grow light bulb, and it's by Haus Bright. They sent me this item to review and share with you guys. In the description box below, there's a link to follow to get 10% off this. And it's so humorous because I'd actually looked on Amazon and purchased a grow light a couple weeks ago, just some random one I found, and Amazon lost it, so the delivery never arrived, and then this company reached out. So I said, sure, I'll try this grow light, and it was exactly what I wanted. I wanted a single bulb. I was so excited that it came in pure white. I was really afraid as I started to dabble in grow lights that I was gonna have to live with purple lighting, as that was gonna be my roommate now, but these ones do come in a pure white, a soft white, and some other colors as well. And they're for sale both on Amazon and on their website. So I shopped my place for this pendant cord, and this is what I'm gonna use to install the grow light in this corner. This bulb is so serious. It honestly looks almost decorative. This is the look we're rocking with. I'm low-key obsessed with it. I did not expect it to have this vibe, so I'm gonna plug it in and see. Oh my gosh. I freaking love it. Y'all. Oh my gosh, this is... I did not expect this to be a whole vibe. Oh my gosh, I can't reach the ceiling. What a day. So now I'm taking dimensions for the rest of the entryway. So in addition to the bookcase I'm working on, I want to create another moment on the adjacent wall. About to eat a quick lunch and then head over to this building reuse warehouse, is sort of what it's called. I've lived in two major cities, Atlanta and DC, and both of them have had something like this, so maybe a major city that you live in does too. And they're basically just large warehouses that collect building materials and divert them from landfills so that people can go shop those items and buy them from there instead of buying new manufactured items and contributing to the massive carbon footprint that is the built environment. So yeah, I'm gonna eat and then get going. Strip came. I got this to use with the grow light, so I'm gonna program it to come on 6 to noon every day, 7 days a week. So I'm trying to have it mimic the daylight in this room. But this bookshelf is about 30 feet from the window, so it doesn't get any natural light itself. But I want the plants who've been out here in the living room that are now moving back to this bookcase to kind of think they're still there. So I'm gonna program this and then hook up the light. This mirror has been on the floor for years. Okay, year and some change. I've lived here a year and a half. There's a sneak peek of the piece of wood I got from the reuse warehouse. And now I'm gonna try to hang this mirror right now before I lose too much daylight and let that be my last task of today. So this is my first time. I took all the dimensions and I somehow did not realize how tall this mirror was. So like, it's lovely, it's gorgeous. Like I love the appearance of this, but I'm realizing the shelf's gonna be all the way down here. Like below waist height for me, and I'm short. Okay, I'm gonna just let this simmer for the evening. I'm gonna sit with it, live with it, and come back to this tomorrow. So the command strip didn't end up working for the portion that needed to bear the weight of the bulb. So I ended up going back in, drilling a hole, and screwing a ceiling hook into the ceiling to hold the bulb. I did use the command strip on the back wall to take the cord back and then string it down. While I was running around and putting everything together yesterday, I did realize I needed a couple more items, which I'm gonna go grab. And then I need to start my dresser refresh as well. So I should be on track to get everything I wanted to get done this weekend done. So let me grab these couple more items to finish up this entryway and the kitchen. So this is absolutely not a tutorial. I'm doing the oddest jerry-rigging of this shelf possible. There are a ton of ways to put shelves up, and I don't know that I would really recommend doing it this way. It's just a way I thought of doing it where I could put the fewest number of holes in the wall. It stays up just fine. I wasn't planning on it bearing much of a weight beyond its own weight, just one tiny little plant. Okay, y'all are absolutely entitled to think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna use some honey just to dab the ends of the dowels so I can mark the wall exactly where I need the holes to be. Use glue. If you are at home with some glue, use glue, but I'm just using what I have. I love that the grow light is on a timer so that I don't starve or cook my plants. Oh man. So I started filming this video last week, and in the 1 week since then, our temperatures have gone from highs still lingering in the 80s to it's 45 degrees right now. Anyway, I started restyling the plants in the living room since I moved my Monstera over to the new entryway corner. I had a little bit more space. I'd already started moving stuff around before I thought to turn the camera on, so let's pick up here and do a little styling. I'm still cold. Okay, so it's the afternoon now and I have good light on the western side of my apartment, so I'm here in the bedroom to do the dresser refresh. I should be able to get most of it done today. The mirror arrived, so I'll be able to hang that. I have all the hardware and pieces I need to redo the drawers. And other than that, I just have a couple more finishing touch items that'll be arriving throughout the week, but I should be able to do the majority today. Let's do this. So before I got started, I did collect some various dried eucalyptus from around my place to style a vase that will go on the dresser. The next clip I'm inserting is from about a week or a week and a half ago. So that's why I look different, and it's from when I fixed the broken track on the dresser. That was a lot of work, so I figured I'd include that footage too. I am super torn about this dresser. The lower track is broken, so that's why that shelf is not pushed in. So at very least, I want to fix that. Bare minimum is fix the track on the bottom down here. Next level is change the knobs and add some brackets to give it more of a steampunk vibe, and change the mirror. Lastly is to paint it and do all of the other things mentioned as well. So here's one more good look at the before. Don't make it worse. So as you see, this is the broken track that made it so hard to get the piece out. I'm hoping I can get this track off with just my screwdriver, but I might need to get my power drill. I got it off with a screwdriver. Hello. All right, I have my item, I'm all ready to go, and I'm gonna go run over to Ace, and I'm gonna go try to see if I can find one of these drawer track pulls. They had them. They had the exact ones and size that I needed, but I'm gonna go ahead and install this. Okay, so that was more of a task than I expected it to be. I'm not as handy as I recall being. Yes! Success. So I will mention this dresser design is not mine. So this isn't a tutorial and I don't go super in depth into how to do this. This design is actually from Mr. Kate. So I'll link her video down below where she does a whole tutorial on this steampunk dresser style, which I absolutely adore. And just want to be super clear that this is her design and not mine. So that's why this isn't much of a tutorial. Check out the link below. Okay, 2 drawers down. That hasn't been too bad. I was like sweating, so I changed. But the second drawer was much quicker than the first. The third one will be the quickest of them all. I don't have that much stuff in there, just a few sweatshirts and robes, so I'm almost done. And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the refresh here. I will show you before and after of the dresser and some more afters of the space, but I'm pretty much done. Big thanks to Haus Bright for my amazing grow light. Don't forget to check the description box for a link to a discount code and some more info below. And let me know what you guys think of the refresh. I know nothing was really huge or transformational, but sometimes it's really small changes that make a really big difference in the vibe of your space. So I'm really happy with these projects and DIYs and cleanups that all made my space what it is today. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Reminder that next video is the apartment tour. And I hope you subscribe if you want to join the crew. Until next time, bye.